We know that the molecules of a gas are always in a state of random motion. They can move in any direction with any velocity. Number of molecules per unit volume remains same. Therefore, for any mathematical evaluation or calculation, the mean velocity of the gas is not useful, because the molecules moving in one direction, if you treat it as positive, then molecule moving exactly in opposite direction, we have to treat it as negative. And because of that, the mean velocity that we are going to calculate from these velocity of the individual molecules may be zero or very small as compared to the actual velocity. Therefore, the velocity which does not depend on the negative values is the square. Hence, the square velocities has got its own importance in kinetic theory of gases. What is mean square speed? What mean square speed is? Mean square speed is, it is mean of the squares of the velocities, mean of the squares of the velocities of the gas molecules. Here I am saying speed because the kinetic energy depend on the squares of the speed, and squares of the speed has only magnitude. The mean square speed, or you may call mean square velocity, is equal to average of the squares of the velocities of the gas molecules. Then square root of this mean square velocity is root mean square velocity, and this root mean square velocity is the square root of average of the squares of the velocities of the gas molecules. And this root mean square velocity plays an important role in kinetic theory of gases. Now, in what way this root mean square speed, depends on the pressure and kinetic temperature of the gas that we will study now. We know that the pressure exerted by the ideal gas on the walls of the container is given by P is equal to 1 upon 3 rho V bar square. What this V bar square is? V bar square is mean square speed. Therefore, this mean square speed V bar square is equal to 3p divided by rho. Therefore, Vrms is equal to square root of 3p divided by rho. This is the one equation that we get for root mean square velocity or root mean square speed. From this relation, it's very obvious that this root mean square speed is inversely proportional to square of the density of the gas. Greater is the density of gas, smaller will be its root mean square velocity. Therefore, heavier gases will move with small RMS velocity. This is one thing that we get. The root mean square velocity is equal to square root of 3p by rho. Now, thereafter, we will see how this root mean square velocity depends on the absolute temperature. For that, again we will start with the pressure exerted by the ideal gas on the walls of the container is P is equal to 1 upon 3 rho V bar square, where rho is the density of the gas and V bar square is a mean square velocity. Now, this P is equal to 1 upon 3. Density is the mass of the gas divided by volume. If the given sample of a gas consists of n number of molecules, each of mass small m, then the total mass of the gas is nm and the volume occupied by the gas is the volume of the container, it is equal to V. Then, from this equation, I will write this as 3 into PV is equal to N into M into V bar square. Therefore, V bar square, this is mean square velocity, is equal to 3PV divided by Nm. For n mole of gas, ideal gas equation is Pv is equal to nRT, where n is the number of moles of the gas and capital R is the universal gas constant, and therefore it should be equal to Pv is equal to, I should write these as what n is. N is the number of molecules of a gas divided by Avogadro's number R into T. Therefore, I will write Pv is equal to N into Kb into T. Therefore, this V bar square is equal to mean square velocity is equal to 3. This PV I will replace it by N into KBT divided by N into M. Where N is the number of molecules and N into M is the total mass of the gas. This is the equation for the mean square velocity. The root mean square velocity in this case will be equal to under root of 3 into n into kb into capital T divided by the total mass of gas. This is number of molecules present in the gas. This is Boltzmann's constant. Ratio of R by Na is Boltzmann's constant into absolute temperature. This is one more equation that we will get for the RMS speed of a gas. Now, instead of that, if n equal to 1, n indicates the number of moles present in a gas. And if n equal to 1 mole, then for 1 mole of a gas, the ideal gas equation is Pv is equal to RT, and hence you will have a V bar square is equal to 3RT divided by n into m. N is m0. M0 is what? It is the molar mass of gas. What molar mass of a gas is? Molar mass of a gas is the mass of 1 mole of a gas, and from this equation I will write Vrms is equal to square root of 3RT divided by m0. From this we are able to say that the RMS velocity of gas molecule increases with increase in temperature. As the temperature increases, the molar RMS speed of a gas increases. At higher temperatures, the RMS speed will be more. And this RMS velocity decreases with increase in molar mass of a gas. The gas which is having higher molar mass used to have smaller RMS speed. This is all about how to determine the RMS speed of a gas, or how the RMS speed of a gas depends on. One equation we get for RMS speed is that Vrms. One equation that we get for RMS speed is Vrms is equal to square root of 3p divided by rho. This means that this RMS speed increases with pressure and decreases with density. RMS speed increases with temperature and decreases with increase in molar mass. Hereafter we will see how to interpret the temperature with the help of kinetic theory. Again, for that we will start with the equation for the pressure exerted by the gas molecules on the walls of container. Pressure exerted by ideal gas on the walls of the container is 1 by 3 rho density of the gas and V bar square, the mean square velocity. Therefore, pressure exerted by the ideal gas on the walls of container is the total mass of gas is equal to the number of molecules present in a given sample of gas into the mass of a gas molecule divided by volume of gas into the mean square velocity or mean square speed. Now I will write this as 3pv is equal to n into m into v bar square. Therefore, 3 by 2 pv is equal to n into 1 by 2 mv bar square. Here, m is the mass of gas molecule. V bar square is the mean square velocity. Therefore, half of m into v bar square is the average kinetic energy of a single gas molecule. There are n number of gas molecules present in a sample. Therefore, this total will give the average kinetic energy of the gas. Now, this average kinetic energy of gas, this will be the average kinetic energy of a gas. In ideal gas, the intermolecular attraction between the molecules of an ideal gas is negligibly small. Therefore, there is negligible intermolecular force of attraction, and hence the potential energy of the ideal gas is almost zero. Therefore, the total internal energy of gas molecule is equal to the average kinetic energy. Therefore, I will write this by 3 by 2p into v is equal to the total internal energy of a gas. And hence, I will write P into V is equal to 2 by 3 into total internal energy of a gas. This is PV is equal to 2 by 3 total internal energy of a gas. Now, we know that PV is equal to nRT. This is ideal gas equation for n mole of a gas. PV is equal to the ratio of number of molecules present in a gas to Avogadro's number is equal to the number of moles of a gas, and the ratio of universal gas constant to Avogadro's number is equal to a Boltzmann's constant. Therefore, it is n into kBT is equal to PV. Now, if you keep this as equation 1 and this is as equation 2, from these two, what you will see that it is 2 upon 3 into the internal energy of a gas is equal to n into kBT, and hence the energy per molecule. This is energy per molecule is equal to 3 by 2 kBT. The energy possessed by molecule in a gas is equal to 3 by 2 kBT. Kb is Boltzmann's constant. Therefore, energy possessed by a molecule, energy per molecule is directly proportional to absolute temperature of the gas. This is interpretation of temperature on the basis of kinetic theory. Thank you very much.